Hello everyone, welcome to another hangout. I'm actually bringing you something special today, and we're going to be talking about the ultimate traffic monster. I'm your host and your presenter, Ali Chowdhry, and as you know, I always bring you behind the scenes about the latest launches, finding out exactly what's going on, and getting the product creators actually on these hangouts. So also all about getting you kind of behind the scenes. And when we are going to be talking about the ultimate traffic monster, um, this was product of the day. So it'd be pretty interesting to actually go behind the scenes with Naidy. So hopefully we'll just wait until he pops on. It's around 8 a.m. in the morning, so nice and fresh, nice and fresh indeed. So hopefully, let him navigate across. Sometimes it's quite interesting. Sometimes people do take some time coming across to YouTube, Google Hangouts, and I guess a lot of people don't really use it. But be interesting to see, what he has to say. Just find out more about it. So let's see where he is. Let's send him a message. As you know, with these launches, with these interviews and these hangouts, I think that a lot of vendors are loving them. Again, it gives your launch and your product exposure. So it's always important to say, if you've got some bits and bobs or you want to get more exposure, then please, contact me. But hey, Naidy, how are you, sir? He has joined us.
Ali, how's it going?
That's for you. Round of applause. We've got product of the day, yeah?
Unfortunately not. It's number one, but not yet product of the day.
Okay, not yet, but it was top seller then, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I mean, it is.
All right, so I'm sure we'll get there. Because obviously, it's just literally it's been probably around 24 hours. It's just been launched, so already you're flying out the gate, right?
Right. It's been around 16 hours and like almost 1,300 sales so far.
Excellent. You're a busy guy. You're a busy guy.
Yeah, like I told you, I mean, yesterday I was absolutely exhausted.
Yeah, I mean, we were going to get on a hangout yesterday, but Naidy took a nap. And when you take a nap, believe it or not, I mean, sometimes 1 hour, it just goes like that. And then you wake up and you're like, well, where did 5 hours go?
Actually, I set 2 alarm clocks, one on my laptop and one on my phone, but that didn't wake me up as well. So
Right, you know what that means? You need a third alarm clock. But yeah, you know what? I'm happy that I got you on there, and I want to go behind the scenes about your product, and you probably see I've got it in the background there for you there. So the ultimate traffic monster. I've had a look at this. I've gone inside, and it's something where no one. I haven't come across this traffic method before, and it's good because it's something that no one has really been looking at. And the way you've monetized it, I think a lot of people are going to go implement this, and I'm definitely going to go play around with this as well. Before we get into the ultimate traffic monster, let's find about, everybody wants to know. Naidy, tell us about yourself. Who are you?
Well, I'm just a regular internet marketer from Malaysia, and I got started last year, February. It's January, so it's almost a year now. So what I do is basically affiliate marketing, and also I create my own products. I mean, a pretty typical, nothing too special there.
Oh, don't be so modest. Don't be so modest. So tell me, what is it you got into internet marketing back in 2009? Is that right?
No, 2014, last year, February.
Okay. I mean, what's attracted you to the internet? What's attracted you to the IM world?
Well, one day I was playing video games, and I suddenly heard this ad saying, "Oh, congratulations, you're the 1 millionth visitor," and I'm sure because you're a ClickBank vendor, I'm sure you know it's George Brown's Google Sniper, and he was basically talking about terms like passive income, autopilot income, and it completely blew my mind because the concept of that was completely foreign to me at that time, and yeah, that's how I got into internet marketing. I tried things around and got it to work.
So George got you hooked.
Yeah, he did. He's selling me the dream which changed my life. I'm not necessarily saying the system or whatever, but the fact that he sold me the dream, yeah, changed my worldview.
Do you think you were the millionth customer then?
Yeah.
No, but it's effective. It works. That's good. You know that it goes to show that marketing can work correctly if you use the main words that people can relate to. I mean, there's certain trigger words that get you hooked, and it worked. It worked perfectly. So obviously you're now able to do that with your own products. Obviously you've released quite a few products, and it works quite well.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. What I noticed with his product is it's all about SEO, but he didn't mention it even once on his sales video. So it's quite mass market, and it appealed to a newbie such as myself in the past.
but forget about that. We're talking about you and some of the strategy you go through. I mean, looking at the product as well. It's I mean, you've been very thorough in it, and it's literally step by step. So anyone can pick this up. And what I loved about the challenge was you actually went and done a test campaign, and you generated around $45 in commissions within a 24-hour period. And that's actually on the sales page. So people love that kind of proof. You know, that's what they want to see.
Yeah, because a friend of mine, Mike from Maine, he basically challenged me because he was a bit skeptical, and he was right to be. And he said, "Okay, I will promote for you if you kind of prove it to me." And he challenged me, so I created a brand new ClickBank account, brand new ClickBank offer with his name. Okay, Mike from Maine, Ultimate Traffic Monster, and I did it overnight.
No, I mean, that's brilliant. That's again, sometimes there's some programs that you do have to wait around, like 30 days, maybe a 60-day plan. I mean, programs do work, but the way you've done it, obviously within 24 hours. I mean, not everyone's going to be able to do it, but if you do it, if you understand and you follow it, and you don't stop, obviously, yes, you can get results. So that's not even a given. So it does really work. I mean, when you came into the internet marketing industry, right? What's the first things that you started to get into then, apart from some of these programs? What did you start doing first before you started to get success and results?
Well, try all kinds of things. Amazon, SEO, building those mini sniper sites, and all of that. But I found them to be quite ineffective and quite slow. So I've decided to get into launching my own products because obviously you get a ton of leverage from affiliates, and you can really skyrocket your progress.
All right. So are you one of these people like we've all done, where you brought product after product, trying to hope that one thing's going to work?
I'm sorry?
Were you in a situation where there's a lot of people that they buy product after product, right, hoping that the next product they get is going to be the one? I mean, how long did you go through that transition where you thought this isn't working, I need to do my own thing?
Of course, I spent like thousands of dollars on products and courses and whatnot. It's like when you're lost in like a new area and you're driving, and when you're lost, you tend to drive faster because you're panicking. So that's what happened. I got into a state of it was crazy. I just kept buying, and I honestly, it wasn't because those products didn't work. I was just not in the right mindset. I didn't have the focus. I didn't have the resourcefulness to make them work.
I mean, that's the interesting thing, because there's a lot of people out there that are exactly going through what you were going through at the time. So some people watching this as well, or when they come to your sales page, they'll be like, that's me. I am buying product after product, and nothing's working. But if you actually take a moment and think to yourself, have you really followed through the training? Have you really taken the time from start to finish? People say, no, I haven't, because before they've actually gone through the product, something else has come, and it's all sparkly and it's all brand new, and they're like, this is gonna be the one. I'm gonna hit this button. I'm gonna go to bed, and then it's the kind of pattern of buying thing. Just a buyer. There's a pattern of you're always a buyer. You're never a producer. So what I love that you've done is there was a point where you thought, no, I need to get some kind of training. I need to get a mentor. I need to get a coach, and I need to start doing my own thing, because that way I can build an army of my own affiliates that would do all the marketing for me while I can enjoy it, right?
Yes, that's definitely right, because coach, he's got the advantage of hindsight. That coach probably already hired a ton of coaches, so you don't only get his experience, you get a ton of that collective intelligence there. So it's really a good way to shortcut your progress, is to just get a proven coach.
But that's the thing though. People they come online, right? It's like say you're driving, you want to learn how to drive. You honestly think you're going to learn how to drive without a driving instructor?
Yeah, precisely.
And I mean, when it comes to stuff like that, they're coming online. They're hoping to make millions, right? But they don't want to invest in someone that's already made the millions, or the six figures. And essentially, that person's made all the mistakes. They know what works and what doesn't work, but they're afraid to lay down money to say, "Hey, look, get this expert, show me how to do it." And then with that knowledge, you can keep making tens of thousands of dollars per month. But why are people afraid of investing in their own education or fast tracking their success? What's the reason behind that, Naidy? Tell me, please.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing, because people would spend like $1,000 on the new iPhone 6, but they wouldn't spend $50 on traffic. It's kind of a weird consumerism kind of mindset, because the return on investment on a coaching program is not really tangible. You can't see it immediately. It's more of a long-term kind of thing that would benefit you. And yeah, it's definitely a mindset thing, because if you ask someone to really get the money, they can, if it's an emergency. It's rarely about the money, rarely about the resources that someone has. It's all about the person.
That's a really good point. If they can put it this, if they can see the value in what they want to get out of it in the long term, they will find the money. I've spoken to people before, funny enough, and they might say that I don't really have the funds, I don't have the investment. But when you kind of convey the real value at the end, what they're getting out of it, it's what they're getting, right? When they make that connection, they will find the money. People will find the money. So again, it depends on as well how you kind of how you convey the message, how you portray that value, and do they actually understand? Okay, here's a good point. You talked about mindset, which again is a lot of things that people leave out. They come online, they get a product, they get a system or whatever you want to call it, but they don't get the training of how would you build the mental foundations to actually implement that product or the training. And before you know, a lot of people fail because of that one aspect. What are some of the things that you implemented yourself that helped you establish a very good mindset? What are some of the tips you could actually offer?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to say focus, but I think the number one is actually resourcefulness. So if you get you buy a course and that there are some things that are left out, for example, how to register your hosting account, or people often give up here because they sort of panic because they're not handheld step by step. So it's really important to figure things out, because there's always a solution. If there isn't, come and tell me, because I'm going to create a product on it. There's always a solution. So resourcefulness is really important. If you get stuck, just calm down. Don't. I've had so many people quit because they can't extract a zip file. I mean, that's crazy. So yeah, this is a business. I mean, it's not like some course where you go through and at the end you're handed a certificate. Oh, good, you're a millionaire. No, nobody wants success for you more than yourself.
As you say as well on your sales page, you create your own checks, you write your own checks more or less. But you know what? That's a really valid point. That being resourceful. Okay, here's a good thing. When I first started out, right, from PC background, and I came to the internet, I didn't have a clue about coding. I had no idea about building websites and all this stuff. I was more than happy doing reports and writing things up on the computer. But if you told me to make a website, I wouldn't have a clue. So you can get kind of tips and stuff. But here's the thing. I started to try to make a WordPress site, which if you know how to make a WordPress site now, it can take you literally 5 minutes. But if you're starting off, these very small things are things that can literally just make you stop dead in your tracks and say, you know what, this isn't for me. Something small, so small like that. And
just something small. Because you don't know the magnitude of it, you think it's like a huge thing because you don't know what you don't know.
but you'll kick yourself because once you do it and you're like, what? You know, spend hours or days until you get that done, and then after, when you realize how easy it was, you'll think, what was I complaining about? And you know, all this stuff, you could go on YouTube, yeah, and there's thousands of people showing you how to do, like, even getting a domain name hosted. It's all there. It really is all there. So the stuff is already out there. If you look for it, the people just even train you for fun on YouTube. Okay, everything's there, so you could go look for it. But guess what? The knowledge is, or you can, when you learn how to do all this stuff, you can actually then charge for this information of showing how to do a domain name, how to do it hosted, because you understand, you've gone through all the headaches, so you understand how hard it can be. But yeah, it's a good point. You mentioned that, being resourceful, and again, mindset. If you don't have the patience and the persistence and perseverance, then yeah, this isn't for you. Don't expect it to be some walk in a park. If you're coming online, you got to stick at it. You got to be, you know, resilient in what you're doing, and like yourself, obviously, you'll see success. Would you agree there, sir?
Well, I'm doing okay right now, so.
You've done quite a few products. You're on a few leaderboards, so yeah, you're going well. Okay, so Naidy, let's talk about the ultimate traffic monster. What gave you the inspiration? What gave you the idea to do this?
Well, I was taking a look at the marketplace, and I saw that all the products were on either on list building or on product creation, and maybe Facebook or YouTube or whatever. And I was quite tired of it. I mean, so I found a site that I was using regularly, and I was thinking how would I monetize the traffic. So I took a look at the stats, and it got amazing stats. Like, I think like 100 million visitors, unique visitors per month. So I thought I could monetize that. So in October, I started testing it out. I started getting results. I've had people beta test the system, and everybody has gotten good results from that.
Okay, so we're not going to name the traffic source. I mean, if anyone wants to know, you can go jump into the product. But even with this interview we're going through now, this is even affiliates that will join up, and I'll give you the link. Well, the JV link is ultimatetrafficmonster.com/JV. So if you want to make sure you go and promote this, then you know it's a hot seller essentially. But this traffic source, it can be used by both customers and even affiliates, because one thing anybody needs is traffic. That's a given. That's just the very basics 101 of traffic. If you know, again, like everyone mentions, if you own the traffic, you write your own paycheck. So, you know, you've picked up a traffic source, like you said, you know, it's in the millions, and you've then monetized it, or you've done a few campaigns and you've tested it and you tweet, and you've actually gone ahead and tested it. You've got a number of people as case studies and said, hey, try this out, follow my system, and it's been working. It really has been working.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to launch it in October, but something held me back, so I left it on the site. But that gave time for the people to test it, so I guess that's a plus as well. The social proof really helps with conversions there.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess, well, it might be a blessing in disguise, because that extra time allowed people to actually check and make this system bulletproof. So, I mean, something like this, a lot of people can use this. Okay, a lot of people can use this. Do you think I mean, the price it is now is very cheap. I mean, you could easily sell this for a lot more. Let's be honest, right?
Absolutely. I mean, no doubt.
It's not going to be. I mean, are you going to be shutting off later on, and then
it's on a price special launch discount right now, and after the 1st of February, I'll be increasing the price.
Oh yeah, that means more money for affiliates also. So I mean, even going through the product itself, the way you've structured it is that anyone can pick this up, complete newbie. And what I like about it is something that a lot of people, again, don't really mention, or they don't put this in. How to find like a product, how to find the right product. It's not a case of you go online, right, and you just pick any product and just hope for the best. You know, oh yeah, this is excellent. But what you're doing is that you're trying to accommodate the correct product, because this traffic source you mentioned it's a particular traffic source that they're not silly, they know. Okay, so
Mhm.
you've got to respect this traffic source and provide them with a good product that will be ethical and they would buy. So I like how you've done that. You've mentioned that you've been clear. Like this isn't any kind of place where you just chuck any product. You're helping them to get the right product that's really going to make you money, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because this community, they are highly skeptical. Mostly young people. They aren't afraid to look things up. They even ask questions about it. And also, not only finding the offers. If you're afraid of the techie stuff, I have a whole bonus report on there on how to register your domain name, hosting, name servers, and all those basic stuff. So I've got you covered there.
Yes. What one thing I liked about what you have added, you stack the values that you'll actually give there's certain of even the bonuses were things like even trying to sign up to CPA networks. Now some people may look at that like Max Bounty, right, and say, oh, well, that's simple. Anyone can sign up to a network. How hard can it be? But believe you me, it's not as simple as you think, because even the application they will review, and a lot of people are not accepted because of the information they put in it. And bearing that in mind, once you are refused, sometimes you wait a very long period for you to then go ahead and reapply. But you know you've given the resources in terms of like this is the correct way of doing it, where you've increased the likeliness or high probability that you are accepted straightforward. So you're providing even these resources of the marketplaces, so you're making sure that they have plenty of places to get products from, the same places and marketplaces that you go yourself personally. So I mean, tell us about some of these marketplaces if you don't mind.
Right. So you could use ClickBank, which is a great one. CPA networks like Peerfly, Max Bounty. The reason I included that because as a non US citizen, and they said that apparently fraud is quite prevalent in my area. So apparently, and so I got rejected immediately, like automatically. They didn't even ask any questions. So I sent them an email, which basically reversed the decision. So I'm including that email template in the report as well. So you can just copy and paste if you want.
But it's that simple, and there's a lot of people in the same boat where they do get refused, and well, that's the last thing anyone wants to have. What's the point of? I mean, here's the good thing. I mean, even if people do sign up to these marketplaces, they don't just have to use this traffic source to promote. I mean, they can promote anywhere. I mean, there's tons of products there, and some of them do really. There's a high commission rate. There's a lot of money to be made, because some of these marketplaces you can use for CPA offers, and I mean CPA offers. So CPA offers, if you don't know about cost per action offers, they are amazing because you can make like easy money, like $2 per just someone putting their name and their email address. So,
Yeah, the barrier to entry to get paid is just very low. People, that's not a really high commitment. Just enter your email address and you get paid.
I mean, yeah, that's how easy it is. But with these, even with these offers, that if you use your traffic source, you can not only get, well, you can get up to like $2, for example, per action, but you can build your list at the same time. And if you actually then targeted it right within your traffic source, you're making money and building your list at the same time. And guess what? It's a free traffic source. So where are you paying for traffic opposed to buying solo ads or so on and so forth? So you are really over delivering on that.
Yeah, definitely. And the problem with most free traffic sources that it's very slow, like forums and whatever. Then you'll get like 3 visitors to your website, and then you cry and give up. But this one is pretty quickly. Actually, it comes at the speed of almost paid traffic, as you can see. It happened overnight.
You know what? That's you did mention something really interesting there. You know about the slow, drips of traffic, 1 or 2 people coming through. I mean, a lot of people probably watching this have seen, certain Facebook groups, the same old groups, or the same old links are going in, and the kind of traffic that you get are just tire kickers, people that just want, unfortunately, freebies. They're not going to buy anything from you immediately. So, but one of the other aspects of this traffic source, you mentioned that there's a little bit slightly younger audience, right? But it's really good in the sense of this younger audience. You've got to understand. I mean, you could say a large majority of people using the internet are quite, there's a certain younger audience you can say, all right, say 18 plus or 16 plus or whatever, up to 24 approximately, you could say. So you can find the right offers for even these guys, such as maybe a weight loss product. There's certain really hot products on ClickBank which are within the weight loss niche. And who doesn't? Especially right now. I mean, that is one of the biggest industries. You can just imagine that's one of the biggest industries, and the products are there done for you. And some of them are really converting well. So you're just showing them, here's a product, go place it in this traffic source, and that's it. Easy money, and within 24 hours. It's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there's a lot of categories on this traffic source. Actually, there's ranging from weight loss to actually making money online to personal development. So pretty much everything is covered there. And it also depends on the category. Some categories are really huge, like a couple 100,000. Some are really small, like a few thousand. It's kind of like ranking a website on SEO, choosing the middle ground. As far as keywords go, you don't want to choose a category too large, because your post is going to get drowned out so quickly, and not too small because there's no volume there. So you're going to find a middle ground.
Okay. Is it similar to, when you were trying to make like a long tail keyword site, that you would just find a specific number because you want to just monetize that tribe or that audience? Okay, if you go any bigger, then obviously you're going to be competing with a huge number of other people doing the same thing as you. So you're finding the little groups, and if you find these little pockets, essentially, that you can make different or promote different products in this different area, but all these revenue streams, they really go into one pot.
Yeah, they're very targeted. The people, there's a lot of really small categories that you could choose that really suits your offer, and I've gotten conversions on for 15% on the cold traffic, which is quite good.
Cold traffic converting well. That's gonna get everyone's ears pinging.
Yeah, you've got to do things right, like I show in the report, because you can't just say, okay, check out this offer, it's awesome or whatever. You've actually got to provide some value and build goodwill there, and it'll work well.
Yeah, and here's another thing as well, with the product, that you're showing them how to structure the content in terms of the promotion or the marketing to do it effectively, and you've given them a number of methods on how to do it, which I thought was fantastic. So also in relation to that, you're showing them, look, if you're not comfortable, you're not confident in doing that yourself, I will show you how you can outsource it for peanuts, right?
Yeah, you can just outsource it for $5 and get something done. I mean, there's a lot of ways to go about it. It's really no reason why you will fail if you just take action with this and really follow the system.
Yeah, because one thing I did like about it was that not only are you showing them, right, how they can outsource it and they can essentially scale up their own business, but these methods itself, right, they can actually implement it anyway. So not only are you showing them how to make money or how they can automate the entire system process, but these methods and these strategies, they're not just confined to this one area. I mean, things like even outsourcing itself can be used in other aspects of your business, I mean, even to grow. So you're giving away a lot. You know that, don't you, right?
Yeah, these skills, I mean, they can be applied anywhere, regardless of the same principles. You can apply them regardless of your niche, your traffic source, or platform.
Excellent, absolutely excellent. I mean, there are even some other kind of offers. I mean, you do kind of cover normal offers. Do you cover like even adult or gambling offers, things like that?
Okay, I do refer to it at the end, but like I said, I want this to be mass market, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, there might be people looking at it, because I guess some of these industries, they're like multi-billion-pound industries. So there's offers for everything that you've covered. You're kind of trying to provide something for everyone.
Yeah, but definitely adult is a huge one to go into because the categories of in adults alone is at least 6 figures per category, and it is the huge. It's absolutely huge, and I've got a lot of customers actually asking me, where's the link to the NSFW section. They're highly interested in that. Yeah.
Well, all right. So coming back to ultimatetrafficmonster.com/JB. So Naidy, this launched well, it's yesterday UK time at 10 a.m. Eastern. It's been running probably less than 24 hours now, and it is one of the top sellers in the JV Zoo marketplace. So for affiliate partners and JVs that are looking at this right now, we want them to go ahead and start promoting this because it's already converting quite well. So if you're looking for a hot product right now to be promoting, then this is something you need to jump on. I mean, the proof itself is that it is at the moment currently the top seller in the JV Zoo marketplace. So I think, Naidy, what we'll go through the funnel itself and kind of talk about kind of the money affiliates can be looking to make with this. So the front end product is the PDF, and how much are affiliates getting for that?
Okay, the front end product is $7, and affiliates get 100% on that.
Okay, we're looking at $7, 100% commissions. Was that on a dime scale?
No, it's a flat price, and then after the launch discount period, it will rise.
Okay, nice. So it's $7 fixed, lovely, and affiliates get 100% of that. And the upsell, explain what is the upsell?
Right. So the upsell is actually, I call it the premium package. What they have is it's a massive package. So firstly, I've spent quite a lot of money to develop and time as well to develop a plugin that allows people to automate their offers. Okay, so they choose an offer and they choose the time they want it posted, and they just schedule it and go away, and it'll get posted. It's something like an autoresponder, and it was really hard to develop this because not many programmers were familiar with this, the API and stuff like that, because there's no plugins on this traffic source. Okay, so other than that, you'll be getting the video and audio versions of the product, because different people have different learning styles. Also, they'll get a homework sheet and a cheat sheet, to get straight to the money. And lastly, they get 60 days of email consultation on the system, and all of that is just for $47.
Well, I mean, anything where you've got software involved is a seller, okay? And essentially, if you're then providing kind of videos and over-the-shoulder training, it completely complements the front-end product. And what more better than I think people, especially customers, they are willing to pay a lot of money, especially for the training, because it kind of shortcuts everything. It's like a fast track to see doing it live, opposed to reading a PDF. So no, I think that obviously is converting really well anyway. So people can draw their own inference from it. And how much is the commission base for that?
That's 100% as well.
Oh, I just had to hear that. And I'm assuming the downsell there is $27, right?
Yeah, the downsell is the plugin and also the video and audio versions for those that can't really afford it right now. So also 100% on that, and also 1,500 in no minimum cash price contests.
You're just throwing you're just throwing money away to the affiliates, aren't you? What's going on?
Yeah, my goal for this is actually to make affiliates as much money as possible. I've already paid out like $15,000 just on less than 24 hours, so you can make a lot of money with this one.
Oh man, you're just giving away. I'm guessing your affiliates love you anyway. Your JV partners love you. So anyone watching this right now, I mean that's just go back to it. That's just money sitting there. Can you afford not to jump on and promote this? Let's be honest right now. That's like $54 per customer. It's just easily can be in your pocket. And once you go over to the sales page and you can have a look at even the video, it's good social proof. That's what customers want to see. No wonder it is currently top product of the day so far, top seller. So yeah, 1,500 cash prizes. No, what I like as well, there's a no minimum cost contest. So you know you don't have to get like 100 sales to qualify. Like you're like yeah, even if you got 2 sales or whatever out of the whole thing, yeah, that's easy money in your pocket. And here's the other good thing that I like. Just for anyone to see, this is kind of the social proof that you know you do reciprocate, and that's one thing affiliates like to hear that you know. Do you reciprocate? So I'm pretty sure, Naidy, do you reciprocate?
Yeah, absolutely. If it's a great fit for my list, I go all out because I choose a couple of products for a week and I hit it hard.
Yeah, that's what the JV partners like to hear. You hit it hard, good man, good man. So you've got all the tools, all the swipes there as to be expected. I mean, I like your graphics. They look really nice. The graphics.
Yeah, I got it outsourced. I like the color. People have been telling me that it's quite relaxing.
I guess, yeah, it's not too. I mean, it's subtle, but it's in your face, but in a good way that you can absorb it, where it's not, you know, overpowering, so to speak. But is it all right if we give your contact details? Well, they're gonna see it anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, they're gonna see it anyway.
So if anybody wants to contact you and any kind of pressing questions, anything that they need help with, then I'm pretty sure Naidy is more than happy for you to contact him 24/7.
Yeah, no problem.
So going back to this then, they can head over affiliates to head over to ultimatetrafficmonster.com/JV. I mean it is something that people need to jump on right now. I mean, by you giving 100% commissions, no wonder it's already a top seller. You know, it's a given. And a lot of people nowadays, they want to provide value to their list and they want to make money at the same time. And it's not wrong to make money. So this is something that they want to jump on.
Yeah, I mean, affiliates have been seeing conversion rates as high as 35% and EPCs as high as $5 or $6, and it's a low ticket offer, which means that it's not really a big commitment for your customers. If you promote correctly, you can really make a lot of money because I'm giving 100% commissions. It's just like promoting your own product to your own list.
This is true. This is very true. I mean, with the low the low price, the barrier to entry, obviously, so it's a complete no-brainer. And a lot of people now, especially customers, they're more dubious. They don't want to have that big commitment. So once they're in, I mean, with upsells, it's the psychology behind it. You know, they're more inclined to buy the upsells, which is fantastic. Now, Naidy, what's in store for the future? When's the next launch?
Right, I'm probably doing something, you know, with a couple of partners, but I haven't actually thought about that before. I mean, after this, I'll probably be following it up with a live training webinar, and you know, obviously reciprocating for my JV partners. I want to land on more leaderboards, and that's pretty much it.
Excellent. Okay, so you know, I'm pretty sure we'll work on something together. We'll sort something out. But I guess we've covered quite a lot then. Do you think we've left anything out that JV partners might want to know?
Let me just think. Yeah, I think we've covered quite a lot. We've gone through the entire package. What is it about? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's not even day 2 yet. I mean, it's just getting started, and and yeah. So you obviously you haven't missed the boat yet. You can still win a contest. You can still make a lot of money because it's still fresh.
But that's the honest truth, that it is still fresh, that people need to jump on that, because you're just leaving money on the table. You really are leaving money on the table, and while this wave is going on, that go make some easy money. You need to go promote Ultimate Traffic Monster. It's right there, look, it's right there. You got to go promote it. Go turn up. Go to ultimatetrafficmonster.com/JV. But Naidy, I think we've covered quite a lot. And again, look, I really appreciate you coming on. You know, while your launch is going, a lot of vendors want to keep testing and tweaking. You know, you've got the customer support going on, you've got issues going on. So you know, your time, I'm pretty sure right now is very limited. You know, you've probably had a lack of sleep because your phone's pinging with all the sales that are going on, but all the money's going to affiliates. So you know, trying to compensate.
Yeah, I mean, it's a interesting scenario.
No, it is, but obviously there's a bigger plan. There's always a bigger plan. So I'm looking forward. So next time, obviously with your next launch, when it does come up, then I'm gonna make sure I pull you on, I get your arm, and I pull you onto another hangout. But I think apart from that, have you got any last words then to our lovely JV and affiliate partners?
Yeah, so just jump in now. It's not too late. I mean, it's still early. Most people are just jumping on board when they see the stats. So you can just win. There's a high chance you'll win the prize and get 100% commissions throughout the funnel. Most JV partners have done well with this, even those with small lists, those with huge lists, regardless of their space, because it's quite a mass market offer, and also it's unique and there's live proof. So regardless of what space you're in, this will do well for you.
Excellent. Well, we've absolutely brilliantly said. So JV partners, listen, ultimatetrafficmonster.com/JV. The time is ticking.
Yes.
All right. So you need to head over there right now. I will put your JV link below this video so you can go there directly. There's no affiliate links in these videos, as you know. It's just pure content for JV partners to give you a better insight about the vendor, which is Naidy right there. What a lovely young man, and obviously he knows his stuff. But it's about showing you what the product is, so you can be confident that you know what you're promoting, that you're not just promoting anything. And the last thing any affiliate or JV partner to do is burn their relationship, burn their list, and lose customers. So it's good. It gives you behind the scenes, and the people are loving them. But yeah, Naidy, I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me here. It's been a blast.
But I'm gonna keep making sure I bring you on as many as possible, because I'm sure you know people like to know some of the strategy, some of the value about the launches. There's a lot of stuff that can be done. But I'm gonna make sure I bring you on another hangout. But for everyone else, thanks a lot for your time and joining us. And hopefully, you know, you've got more information. You need to go ahead right now, ultimatetrafficmonster.com/JV. Make sure you sign up, blast it to your lists, and make some easy money. Now, for anyone that's got a launch coming up or needs some exposure, wants to jump on a hangout, then contact me. Just put a comment down below the video or contact me on Facebook, and we'll see what we can do. But apart from that, I have been Ali Chowdhry, and this has been my very good friend
Naidy.
There you go. And,
Sorry, I'm sleep deprived.
That's alright. This has been another exclusive on these hangouts. So thanks a lot, everyone, and we shall see you soon. Thanks a lot, Naidy.